Welcome to 7 Pot Club. I'm Rob.
I grow hot peppers.
Today, I'm down in my rustic basement grow room to review some new seed starter kits from PatioGem. And one of these kits has an extra feature that may surprise and delight you. If you follow this channel, you know that I start my seeds in 3 72-cell trays with moisture domes. I've done it this way for years and it works great. That's how I started the plants you see behind me. Out of those 216 cells, I'll end up with over 400 hot pepper plants. But maybe you only want to grow a dozen plants. Maybe you're planting seeds that grow at different rates and you want to stagger your start times. Or maybe you want a fun project for kids, teaching them about plant germination. These new seed starting trays from PatioGem could be just what you're looking for. They're a miniature version of the setup I normally use. Each set comes with 10 trays and domes. Earlier, I did an unboxing so you can see just what you get with this kit. Inside the box, there are 10 bottom trays. The ones in this kit are green. Also, 10 seedling trays and 10 moisture domes. The seedling trays are clear, which is nice for monitoring root growth. There's some extra stuff stuffed into the bottom trays. That's what makes it a kit. Let's find out what else is included. Here's what makes up the rest of the kit. There's a pair of one-size-fits-all gardening gloves, 20 Sharpie-ready plastic plant markers, 2 cute miniature gardening tools. I'm not sure they fit into my workflow, but I bet kids would enjoy them. Here are the vents, PatioGem calls them ventilation dials, that need to be installed in the humidity domes when you assemble the trays. Once seedlings start sprouting, you'll want to open these to allow some air to circulate. When all of the seeds are sprouted, you can remove the dome and allow the seedlings to grow in the open air until you're ready to transplant them. Also included are 20 binder clips. At first, I wasn't sure what these were for. Their purpose is not discussed or shown in any of the photos on the Amazon product page. My wife guessed they might be intended to keep the dome firmly attached to the tray. I checked back with the PatioGem folks who confirmed this. Here are assembled trays from the 3 12-cell sets supplied to me. There is also a 6-cell model with larger seedling cells. The 2 on the right are identical except for the color of the bottom tray. The kits come in black, green, or a mix of both. The one on the left has a higher dome to accommodate taller seedlings. These seed starting kits are well designed and sturdy. They should last for multiple seasons. But now, I'll add another tray to the mix. Well, I fibbed because PatioGem actually sent me 4 kits. The one I just added on the right has the extra feature I mentioned earlier. Let me show you with more previously recorded footage. See, there's a micro USB connector on the top of the vent. I've connected the supplied USB cable to power it, and here's what happens when I plug it in and turn off all the lights in the room. See, this seed starter tray has its own self-contained lighting. There are 4 LED elements on the bottom side of the ventilation dial. While the other kits have 10 trays, the lighted kit only has 5. It comes with this special USB cable. It has a regular USB plug on one end and 5 micro USB plugs on the other end, one for each tray. You'll need to supply your own USB power adapter, but you probably already have at least one of these sitting in a drawer somewhere. If you want to set up these lighted seed starting trays in different locations, each one will require its own cable and adapter. But is this really enough light to grow seedlings until they're ready to be transplanted? That's what I hope to find out by starting seeds in one of these trays. First, I filled the seedling tray with potting soil. Some people use special seed starting mix, but I use the same Pro Mix organic mix I use for all my potted plants. Now, I considered scooping the soil into each cell using the tool supplied with the kit, but it's much easier for me to do so with my hands. I dropped about 4 hot pepper seeds into each cell. Unless I don't have enough seeds to do so, I always plant 2 to 4 seeds in each cell to improve the chances of germination. If they all sprout, I often separate and transplant them all. After sowing the seeds, I covered them with about 1/8 of an inch of soil. poured some water into the bottom tray and placed the seedling tray inside. Then I put the dome on top with the vent sealed to keep moisture in. They won't need air until they sprout. This kit doesn't include clips to secure the top, and it seems to attach securely without them. I'll make sure the soil stays saturated until the seeds germinate. I probably won't need to add any more water until seeds start sprouting and I need to open the vent. I'm very curious to see how this self-contained setup performs. I did a test with my kilowatt meter, and the lights only use 1.5 watts of power. That's a tiny fraction of how much electricity you'd need with external lighting. I'm sure you'll want to know how well this works, so I'll report back later after the seeds have sprouted. If you'd like to order or learn more about these seed starting kits, you can find links on our new Amazon page, amazon.com/shop/7potclub. I'll also include a link in the description. And depending on how you're watching this, there may also be a link up there in the corner. And just so you know, I earn from qualifying purchases. If you enjoy our content and would like to see more, you can help us grow by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and tapping the bell to be notified when we post new episodes. Check out all our merch at 7pot.club/merch. If you'd like a free 7pot Club membership card and stickers, get the details at 7pot.club/card. And for even more 7pot Club, follow our daily exploits on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For 7pot Club, I'm Rob.